Hey guys, it's Jackie from the Nerd Family and Homeschool Hangout. And today we are talking about one of the most asked questions I get about homeschooling. What do you have to homeschool your kids in? What subjects? If you like these kind of videos, do me a favor right now while you're thinking about it. Go ahead and subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. It really does help. Now let's get into it. So I am in the state of California, so I'm speaking specifically to the state of California law. And I have other videos on how to file your affidavit, but I often get asked, what do I actually have to educate my children in as far as subjects, and what does that look like? Well, there is a list that the state of California gives you, which I've written on my little Betty Crocker pad here. All you have to educate your children in is what's considered the main subjects. So you need to educate them in English, math, science, social studies, fine arts, health, and PE. That's it. So we'll start with talking about the fact that they don't tell you what that means. In the state of California, you just have to conduct school in English and you have to cover these subjects. That's it. There's no quantity that you have to cover them, no method that you have to cover them in. I specifically got a question recently from an unschooler who says, what does this even look like? It looks like whatever you want. Now, I kind of panicked when my oldest child was in kindergarten or first grade by looking at all the subjects, and I was reading the state standards of what they teach in kindergarten and what they teach in first grade. And I saw something that says, oh, they're reading in first grade. And I'm like, oh, or kindergarten. He's reading, but he's not reading well, da, 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 da. Even if you're looking at what the state standards are, that meant that he could sound out words like cat by, I think it was partway through first grade. To me, that's not reading. Reading is when I hand you something and you can read it to me, even if you don't understand what the words mean. And I realized I was putting all this pressure on myself. So I started looking into more of what the rules really are. And what does the public school consider the rules for themselves to be? It considered in elementary school for social science, knowing who the police are, understanding how your community works through elementary school. That is what the state requires of themselves. They don't have any specifics that they require of independent homeschoolers in the state of California. But if it makes you feel better, they aren't doing curriculums necessarily for all these subjects either. PE is whatever you think it looks like. Health, are you teaching your first grader to brush their teeth every day and why that's important? Are you teaching them to wash their hands and to cough into their elbow? Those are all health issues. And if you think back to elementary school, in some ways that may be more than you were taught. So, you're going to do fine. Even in high school, you decide when you make up their transcripts what a course of study looks like. And you don't even have to turn that in. I made transcripts and I said that my oldest son, who's now graduated and in the military, he did economics. And he did do economics. We taught him how to write a budget, how to save money, how interest works, how to budget for rent, how to do small business, and how the difference between the money you pay for something, the cost of producing it, and what profit is. We did all that over the 4 years. We never did a real big curriculum, but I feel that he got a better economics education than I did in high school. So I put that on his transcripts. You're never really asked to quantify any of these things. Now, myself, we did Harvard's, I think it's CSI 1 or CSI 50. And it was a free intro to computer science course online. I put that in as Harvard CSI 50 because it looks nice. And because I added them an extra grade point, because if you were taking a college class in a public school, you get an extra grade point. But beyond that, I don't justify or quantify how much my classes are. So take a deep breath, just make sure you're hitting these subjects in some way and be intentional about it. We're going to learn something about science. What are 5 things I want to learn about science? That's it. And as you can hear, my cupcakes for my husband's birthday are calling me. So if you like these kind of videos, please let me know. Is there another big homeschool question you have? Let me know in the comments and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.